Okay.
All right. Hi, guys.
Hey.
This is my good friend Johnny. Why don't
Johnny.
you introduce yourself? Just tell them a little bit how you know me and how old you are.
Yeah, alright. Like Tyler said, my name is Johnny. I'm 19 years old. I know Tyler just from a couple of things. Basically, we went to the same church growing up. And, he texted me a couple of days ago asking if I could say a couple words to you guys over a video about worship. And, I can't say no. I love this guy. So, I hope you guys do too. He's pretty awesome. So, whatever you need to ask me.
All right. Let's just start off with how did you get involved in worship on a regular basis?
Okay. So how I got involved with worship is pretty easy. I grew up in a family of worship leaders. My mom and dad basically have been the worship leaders of whatever church that we were at growing up. So I was the slave labor. I carried the guitars and the amps and the pedal boards and everything. I set up, I tore down. Hopefully I can use correct grammar today. And so it was always there, I was always a part of worship in some way or form, but I didn't really understand what worship was completely about until around my 7th grade year, and I think that's the next question, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The next question was, what was your first really memorable worship experience?
Yeah. So the first memorable worship experience that really hits home with me was I was in 7th grade, and basically I was on a youth retreat called Back to School Retreat with our church here, and the cool part about it was Tyler was actually a senior. So yeah, he's really old, and so it was a Saturday night, and I came into it as a 7th grader not truly understanding the heart of worship and the meaning about it, and I just wasn't expectant of anything. I didn't know what the Lord was going to do that night, and then we were just singing, and all these students around me were singing their hearts out. Some people were kneeling down, some people had their arms up, their hands up, whatever. And it just, right then and there, it hit me, and I got a true glimpse of what heaven is going to be like. Just the sound and the people in community together, just singing their hearts out for Jesus. It was awesome. So 7th grade was definitely it. That was my first memorable experience, and man, it was a good one.
All right. So, just what is your favorite method of worship?
Okay. So the cool part about worship is that whatever you're doing, it can be worship.
You hear this? I've been telling you forever.
We didn't plan that, apparently.
It's true.
If you are an athlete, you can worship the Lord by playing football or baseball or basketball or soccer or whatever it is. If you are a painter, you can worship the Lord by painting. It doesn't have to be through music. And I know that a lot of people associate worship with a song or with a guitar or something like that, and that's not how worship was created. Worship was created to be just whatever you're doing, you can give the Lord all the honor, and that's what worship is now. My favorite is through song. I feel like the Lord has given me the gifts that allow me to worship the Lord through song, and that's definitely my favorite.
All right.
Through song.
So, as a worship leader, what advice or what would you have to say to people who are just getting started out in worship?
When I'd grown up as really just a musician, not even a worship leader, my parents wanted to make sure that I understood the heart of worship and that I understood what it was really all about. And something that I've definitely struggled with has been, kind of arrogance and pride in this, and ooh, that sounds good, that mentality. But my parents were very quick to nip that in the butt by saying, or bud, I don't know what the phrase is.
They nipped it.
Yeah, they nipped it out and said, hey, no, this is, you need to lay this at the foot of the cross. You have to give this to the Lord wholeheartedly. So, starting off as, if you're just now starting to get into worship leading, I would definitely say recognize what it's all about, and that it's everything that you have to offer you offer it to the Lord.
Mm.
You leave a worship night or something saying, man, I gave everything. I gave my all to the Lord. I received no glory, nothing. And another thing is definitely to be aware of what worship looks like in the Bible, because the Bible, as Christians, the Bible is our instruction. It's our manual. It's how we are to live life. And one Bible verse that I always kind of turn to for just kind of to remind me of what worship's all about is in 2 Chronicles 20:21. If you want to check it out, do it. It's awesome. It's talking about how Jehoshaphat, he basically the Israelites had a fight to go to, a big fight, and basically the people, the Bible describes it as a horde. That's who they were fighting. So if you think about a horde, you think of just a huge group of people, far more than what the Israelites had. And a lot of the Israelites were worried, like, how are we going to win? How are we going to survive this? And it just says in the Bible that the Lord basically says, this fight is not yours, it's mine. And to have them kind of live as worshipers, he said hey, I want you to put the worshipers on the front line. You don't have a sword, you don't have anything. All you have is your voice, and you're going to sing my praises. And out of just pure faith, a lot of people thought they were crazy, but out of faith, they went out there and they sung songs to the Lord, and they ended up winning. So I definitely like to look at that verse and to say, hey, I want to be a warrior. I want to put on the armor of God, and I want to go out into this broken world and fight for the Spirit of the Lord. So yeah, definitely be familiar with the Bible, and just remember that what the heart of worship is all about, and that it's serving Jesus, not yourself.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, Johnny. Is there anything else you'd like to say about worship or to these guys?
Man, have fun. Have fun in worship. That's definitely one thing that I would say over and over again. And not to be worried about what others think of you in worship. Your expression of worship is unique to yourself, and there's no one that can judge that or condemn that. So have fun, enjoy worship, and do it gladfully. That's it. That's what I got.
Well, thank you, Johnny.
Tyler, love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
I don't know where to go from
I like it. That's good.
I
All
got
right.
it.
Yeah.
How long was that?
7 minutes and 47 seconds.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And so, my lessons wind up usually being about 45, 50 minutes.
Oh, that's a lot for a youth group.
Well, it's with discussion.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
hey, that's when I let them read all the Bible and.
Yeah,
or all
it's
the Bible
hard to
verses.
captivate a youth for 45 minutes, but
Yeah.
you got discussion going on. You're not keep going, are you? Okay.